September the 2nd, 2019. Guys, you're looking at Hurricane Dorian, and it moved just over the central Bahamas Island last night around midnight and just stopped. They're saying that it is moving west to the left at 1 mile an hour. It's kind of hard to tell. This may be putting the brakes on before it makes that turn to the north. Don't know yet, but the models are indicating it, and we'll take a look at those. But again, it's almost stationary. Now, your Canadian model, and we'll take a look at that, is a little further left than this main model. In other words, 8 a.m. this morning they updated this. They're showing this pretty much the same track we've seen for the last few days. The difference is it was supposed to turn at 2 p.m. today on Monday, but now they're showing the turn at 2 a.m. 12 hours later at 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. Now, the Canadian model also has not changed much. It shows it coming ashore, bouncing out, bouncing back and forth a couple of times. Check that out. And then finally slamming into Nag's Head and pulling out into the Atlantic. Just a slow bounce in and out along the coast. As long as it's doing that, it's going to continue to slow down. In other words, each time it hits the land, it's going to take something out of the storm. Not necessarily in forward speed, but in overall strength as far as the categories. Right now, it's still a very strong storm. And coming in, it's leaving the Bahamas, you can see there, headed north just a little bit and into Florida. A lot of impacts up there. I heard Jacksonville had thought about or has required some evacuations, guys, so keep an eye on that. Today will be the telling day of how long it sits where it's at now and when it starts to curve and how much closer it comes to the Florida coast. So what we're seeing is basically the same thing as far as the modeling projections going out. And very strong storm. Notice your color code and your millibar pressure all the way up into the Atlantic on this Navy model. Guys, we're going to update it, get a little more in detail on it. I'm having to keep these short or they will not load. But we're watching this, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.